Hello, Alex, and let me explain some of the difference between the t-shirts made from us and also elsewhere. And yeah, so for instance, this is from China and this is from us, from Taiwan. And just to let you know, the print quality is very different. This is like an older design. China usually don't get the new designs, and they just go ahead and print. So, for instance, the final design decided to take out the blue, and I don't know if you noticed the how foggy it looks on the lines, and how sharp it looks on the lines, for instance, versus on the details of like this horn versus the detail on the horn. And this is due to my explanation of, if you notice the fabric, like how fine it is. It's very fine, and over here it's a lot rougher. So and also if you notice, like the white, right? This is a lighter color, but even the white, because it's a lot sharper and vivid, it registers and reads a lot better than this one from a distance. You see how, like, from this far, like the white, because us, like on a light fabric we print 2 times, and on a, let's say this is like a black fabric, the white, we print, like, layer it so it's vivid and sharp about 3 to 4 times. So, and with our printing technology, if you feel it, you don't feel like the bump or a grease. It's just very smooth. And versus here, you feel it slightly. So that's like one of the major difference. Again, this is the Comet T version 1. This is custom Kai color, so it's not white, and it's a little bit towards the yellow side. If you notice the color vibrancy, like this is a lot more vibrant, and this is a lot more dull. I mean, given the fact that this is the not the right fabric color from China, and this is from Taiwan. If you look at some of the details in terms of like the face, in the character, face is very, very important. If you look at here, I don't know if you can see the difference, but there is a difference. One of the very noticeable fabric kneading structure, how fine and tight it is. If you look at on this distance, you cannot see the back print, meaning there is a print over here. This is a lighter color, so it should like go through a lot easier. But you see that you're gonna see the print here, and then like a little bit on the back side. But if you look at this fabric, even from the same distance, the back is very vivid, because this is like very, very thin. And the kneading structure, I'm using one hand, but if you pull it, it feels not as tight and tightly kneaded. Whereas us, it's tight, and just if you feel the fabric, it's just very different. We look at the weight. This is like the same spec, but their weight is different than ours. It's slightly lighter, but it's a 16 thread count. So essentially it's the same fabric, sorry. And yeah, you will notice how the effect of the print, because the way it's kneaded, so it's sharper when it's like more tighter and heavier weight, more refined. And also the ink technology, you can layer like 3-4 layers, and then you still don't feel it, whereas maybe 1 layer, 2 layers, you'll feel it. This one's developed by us. If you look at the just the way how flimsy it is, versus ours is, you see how it stretches, the fold. That's why it's not very well knitted. And from the previous t-shirts up until this point, we've given out the 16 thread count. That's like a heavier weight, more streetwear used. And this is 20 thread count, which is very common in order to cut down the cost. Now, if you look at the print, you see even all these little dots, they're very sharp. And if you look at these, like, you see how even this is like a bigger image, but all these little lights and dots, they're not very sharp. So to put it this way, if we're gonna cheat and not print, let's say 3 once, 2, 3, 4, this is probably print 4 times, and this only print 1 time. Of course, you know, we can be cheaper, but it just won't look as good if especially you have this kind of effect. So, you know, and we know that in order to make the designer's graphic, make it right, it needs certain type of application in order to make the graphic, the contrast, the whole thing, make it good. So that's one of the huge difference in terms of cost. Like, it is slightly more expensive, but it's for a reason. You get better fabric, better knitted fabric, better weight, more vivid graphic that sits well, and it feels smoother as well. So there's just a lot of components to what we do versus some of the other people that do it.